Your feet will be hip width apart, and we're going to do clock taps. And normally when I do clock taps, I'll do them kind of far away. We're going to do progressive clock taps, where we're going to start very small. So clock taps involve you imagining a clock in front of you. So 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2, 3, all the way around. And we're going to start with a very small tap. So you're going to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just on one foot to start. And then you're going to go back around the clock. And literally, if you look at my feet, I'm barely tapping much to the side, okay? It should be a pretty simple movement for you to do. And we're going to progress and do it a little bit further in a second, but slow and steady to start. All right, good. Other foot, same concept, mini clock taps. Going counterclockwise if you went clockwise, and of course vice versa the other way. Nice and easy here. This should not be too much of a challenge, just warming up our balance, proprioception, so we can move into some more advanced stuff in a few moments. Okay, so you got the concept of that. We're going to increase the difficulty a little bit by, of course, just stepping a little bit further. So this time, you might actually feel your leg bending a little bit, kind of doing a mini lunge to do it. And when we're doing these larger clock taps, I always tell people, keep most of your weight in that leg that's stable, okay? So I'm kind of leaning back into it almost. I'm not leaning forward in this variation, okay? I'm just leaning back into it as I go all the way around. 80% of your weight's going to be in that stable foot. And remember, we're trying to reach a little bit further this time, a little bit further. Good, very nice. Go ahead and take a breath. Give that leg a little bit of break. We'll repeat on the other side. Same concept, a little bit further with that reach on that clock tap. Again, if it is too challenging for you to really push yourself, you can just do the variation we did before this. That's totally okay as well. The concept is just moving our feet in a slightly different plane of motion to work our balance, which both of those can do, of course. 10 more seconds. All right, go ahead and break. Take a big breath. We will grab those sliders so you can bring them in now. You can start on either foot. I'd recommend doing the foot that you didn't just work, unless you really want to feel pain in your body. So from here, what we're going to do is slider circle. So with that slider, heavy on one foot. Also, too, I didn't mention this. If you have a side that has tape, most of them don't, but if you do, put it as the side you're stepping on, okay? Just so it doesn't slide on the ground. Most of them don't, but anyways, for circles, you're going to just go all the way around and then all the way back, okay? All the way around, all the way back. And when you do this, it's kind of like those clock taps where most of your weight's going to be in that stable leg. And you notice the further you get that thing away, the harder it is on your balance, but also you got to have a lot of single leg strength and stability through that leg that's not moving, okay? Big circles, as big as you can muster. 10 more seconds on this variation. Very nice. Go ahead, slide the slider over, and we will repeat on the opposite leg. Same concept, as big of circles as you can. If you need to, you can kind of go behind your chair even too to give you a little bit of stability. I forgot to mention that. Always feel free to have your chair handy. No shame in using that to kind of feather yourself so we don't fall and we stay safe. All right, go ahead and relax. We will use that slider again in just a second, but let's give our body a little bit of just relaxation. Feet together. We're going to do an eyes closed hold. So again, have your hand near that chair. Feet together. Ready, set, go. Whenever you are ready to join me, close down your eyes and try your best to not move a muscle. Try your best to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel your toes gripping the ground to give you extra stability. 15 more seconds here. We will see you in a second. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. What we're going to do now from the same position is slightly stagger our feet. So this is a half step or a semi-tandem hold. This will make it a little bit more challenging on your balance, just in general, but of course when we close our eyes too. Same exact thing. Have your hand near that chair. Ready, set, go. Join me in closing down your eyes whenever you are ready. 5 more seconds. And open your eyes. We'll stagger our feet in the opposite direction so we get equal balance work through our body and muscles. And of course, go ahead and join me. Hand near that chair if you need it. Close down your eyes. 15 more seconds of this guy. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. What we are going to do next is a pretty difficult balance and leg strength drill. It's called a reverse slider lunge. So what you're going to do, and I'll show you this first just so you can see it. The slider, the one on your foot, is going to be pushed backwards. And what's going to happen with your knee is going to basically be perpendicular. So you're trying to almost create like a 90-degree angle if you can think about it. You're going to be pushing that slider back, 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 back. And the further you do this, the more your knee is going to bend, okay? You can hold on to something. Absolutely. It does not matter. If you are a stud and you want to try to push yourself, don't hold on to anything. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds, so just find a pace that's comfortable for you, okay? Push back, keep that shin perpendicular to the ground. And of course, if there's any pain, just go a little bit higher. That's a good requisite of strength. Any pain, go a little bit higher, a little more controlled. Yeah, everyone's looking good. Solid. That's how you teach 30 people how to do split squats in 30 seconds. It's impressive. All right, finish one more for me here. Very nice. Come back to the top. Take a very large breath in, very large breath out. Shift that slider to the other side. And we will, of course, repeat the same movement, same concept. Go back as far as you can, keeping that chest up. Drive through that front leg to allow yourself to stand back up into place. Nice and controlled here. Nice and easy. You can really test your balance too when you go back there if you want to try to hang tight for a second in that split stance position. Really work yourself. We got 5 more seconds. Maybe everyone try to get one more lunge wherever you're at. Beautiful, good. All right, go ahead and put the slider to the side. We will use it one more time, but I like to give us a little bit of break in between. This next one's going to be what I call balance leans, and how we're going to do this is by starting in that semi-tandem or half-step hold we did earlier, so feet slightly staggered. And balance leans is literally just going to take you leaning to one side, and then this is all we're going to do, okay? You're going to hang tight. It's working our core strength, your ability to navigate the center of gravity change. If you want more of a challenge, you can come to full heel to toe. That'll make it really, really difficult. Only do that if you're really comfortable on your balance. Otherwise, hang tight here. Got 15 seconds left on this side. 5 more seconds. Perfect. Other side, so we will alternate our feet. If that was easy for you, feel free to try full heel to toe. Otherwise, semi-tandem, half-step hold is perfectly okay too. Lean for me, 30 seconds total in this position. Working that core strength. Of course, the further you lean, you can probably guess the harder this is going to be. Give it your best shot at your own comfort level. Halfway home here. 15 more seconds. Good. All right, go ahead and relax. We'll grab that slider for one more set of lunges. Legs will be feeling after this one. This one's going to be a side lunge, okay? So how this one works, same concept as the reverse lunge, except you're just going to the side, okay? You might not be able to bend that knee quite as much because this is a very demanding position on your adductors and hips, but try to keep most of your weight over that leg, okay? You kind of probably notice I'm leaning into that leg that's bending. That's going to be the key here. You can make this more of a split if you lean into it. We don't want to do that. We want to keep most of our weight into that stable leg, okay? Most of the weight's in that stable leg. Good. Nice and easy down. Go as low as you can right before it starts to feel uncomfortable. And then from there, that's when you're going to press back up. Very nice. Other side. Same thing. Reach to the other side. Reach back. Nice and controlled at your own specific rate. Feeling all those muscles work. Trying to also feel the ground with your feet. Work your balance and ankle muscles that way too. Good. All right, go ahead and relax on that position. We will put that guy down to the side for now. And what we're going to do next is all find a very small strip of basically a line. So I have a couple different black lines in front of me. I'm sure a lot of you got at least something to your side. And what we're going to do is a heel to toe tightrope walk. So this one involves you starting with both feet together like this, and then you're going to come back, touch your toe, and then you're keeping that one leg stable. If this is too hard, you can do a half step variation where you are doing the same exact movement, you're just not doing full heel to toe, okay? So we're not actually walking. We are keeping one leg in the same place. One leg in the same place for this variation. One leg is moving, one leg is stable. Good. All right, go ahead and repeat on the other leg, same concept. Either full heel to toe if you can muster that, or half step as well. Both of those variations are totally perfect and fine. All right, go ahead and come up off that side. We're going to repeat the exact same movement, but now we're going to do it for speed. Agility and the ability to move quickly is really important for balance, because if you are able to do that, you'll be able to catch yourself from falling out in public, okay? So this is not saying all of you fall in public. Hopefully that's not the case. But anyway, same exact concept. It's going to be heel to toe, but for speed. So if you look at me, I'm going to go as fast as I comfortably can. And that's going to look different for a lot of people, okay? Same thing, but you notice the more you speed things up, it gets a little bit tougher. 5 more seconds, as fast as you can. Keep moving those feet. Good, everyone. Take a big breath in for me. Relax. Big breath out. We'll repeat on the other side. Same concept, as fast as you can with those feet. Good. 5 more seconds. Keep moving. And relax. Very nice, everyone. Okay, we are going to finish off facing towards our chair. This is one of my favorite drills for balance and strength of all time. It's a single leg RDL. You will be using the chair as a landmark. So on one leg, you will keep your body nice and straight, and just like one of those dunking pendulum things, the birds, I don't know what they are. You can probably think of it. You're going to come down on one leg, tap the chair, and then come back up all on that single leg, okay? Come down, tap, come up. Tap, and come up. If this is easy for you and you want more of a challenge, you can step back from that chair and try to tap your shin instead, okay? You can kind of go free from the chair. It is a lot easier to have that chair because it gives you a little bit of support though. Whatever variations works for you. Nice and controlled here. We got 10 more seconds. Very nice. Go ahead and repeat on the other leg. Same concept. If that was easy for you, just reach into the chair. You can take a step back and maybe give it a shot. Try to touch your shin. Whatever variation's feeling good and challenging for you today, stick with it there. We are all playing our own game. 10 more seconds here. Try to get 2 to 3 more reps. Very nice. Everyone can come back up from that position. Excellent job. We'll do a little bit of stretching to cool down here. Our first stretch is going to be hands behind your back. You're then going to pinch your shoulder blades and just open up your entire chest. You can look up towards the sky a little bit. You can even kind of lean towards your right and left, explore different positions as you open up your body. Breathing deeply through this position. Go ahead and come out of that stretch. Hands forward now. We're going to do a forward fold or hamstring stretch. You can keep your feet either together, hip width apart. Doesn't matter, whatever's more comfortable. Reach down, let that body sag nice and deep. Making sure we are breathing multiple times in this position. All the way in. All the way out. Gently coming up out of that position. We'll go ahead and bring our arms back again. Open up your chest one more time. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Very nice. Very nice. Go ahead and come behind your chair. And then from this position, you're going to take a really big step backwards from your chair. Gently push your butt back. You're going to then gently push your head through the hole that your hands and arms have created. Let that neck sag nice and low. Maybe get a little stretch on those hamstrings, back your thighs. Ultimately, just breathe into this position. Breathe out. Very nice. You can stand up nice and tall for me. We're going to finish with our split stance stretch, which will work our calves. So you're going to take a large step forward, moving into that split stance position. Your back heel will be planted firmly into the ground. And then your front knee, you're just going to gently push it forward while keeping that back heel planted into the ground. Keep that chest up nice and tall. We're all going to take a collective breath together, breathing into that stretch on our Achilles. Very nice. You can push out of that position. Repeat on the other side. Back heel, once again, planted firmly on the ground. If it can't get firmly planted, step back a little bit. That'll make the ankle mobility a little bit easier for you. Whatever position it is, once you're locked in, push that knee forward. Get a good stretch and get a good breath in. Good breath out. Go ahead and come up out of that position. We're all finished today. Thank you all for coming.